Hello student, myself Divya Parmar. Welcome you all to the online session of Electronics Components and Circuits, in which we will learn about power supply. Let's start with content. First, what is SMPS? Block diagram of SMPS. Let's start with first SMPS. Switch mode power supplies, often abbreviated to SMPS, are considerably more complex than the linear regulated power supplies. The main advantage of this added complexity in that switch mode operation gives regulated DC supplies that can deliver more power for a given size, cost and weight of the power unit. Switch mode design. A number of different design types are used where the input is the AC main supply and AC is rectifier and smoothened by a capacitor before being processed by what is in effect of DC to DC converter to produce a regulated DC output at the required level. Hence, SMPS can be used as an AC to DC converter for use in many mains power circuits or DC to DC, either stepping the DC voltage up or down as required in battery power system. Now the block diagram of switch mode power supply. Figure shows a block diagram of SMPS. Example of typical SMPS with an AC main input and a regulated DC output. The output rectification and filter are isolated from a high frequency switching section by a high frequency transformer, and voltage control feedback is via an opto-isolator. The control circuit block is typically a specialist ICs containing the high frequency oscillator, pulse width modulation and voltage and current control and output shutdown section. Whatever the purpose of a SMPS, a common feature is the use of high frequency square wave to drive an electronic power switching circuit. This circuit is used to convert the DC supply into a high frequency high current AC, which by various means depending on the design of the circuit is reconverted into a regulated DC output. The reason for this double conversion process is that by changing the DC or mains frequency AC to a high frequency AC, the components such as transformer, inductor and capacitors needed for conversions back to a regulated DC supply can be much smaller and cheaper than those needed to do the same job at mains frequency. The high frequency AC produces during the conversions process is a square wave which provides a means of controlling the output voltage by means of pulse width modulation. This allows the regulation of the output to be much more efficient than it is possible to linear regulated supplies. The combination of a square wave oscillator and switch is used in switch mode power supply, can also be used to convert DC to AC. In this way, the switch mode technique also be used as an inverter to create an AC supply at mains potential from the DC supply, such as batteries, solar panels, etc. Next, voltage regulation. In most switch mode power supplies, regulation of both input and output voltage is normally provided. In this way, the protection from the both over voltage and over current may be provided. High frequency switching. Using the high frequency switching for the switching drive gives several advantages. The first is the transformer will be of a high frequency type, which is much smaller than a standard mains transformer. The ripple frequency will be much higher, for example 100 kHz, than in a linear power supply, and so it needs a smaller values of smoothing capacitor. Also, using a square wave drive, the switching transistors ensures that they dissipate much less power than a conventional series regulated transistor. Again, this means that for a given amount of power output, smaller and cheaper transistor can be used than in similarly rated linear power supplies. The use of smaller transformer and smoothing capacitor makes the switch mode power supply lighter and less bulky. The added cost of the complex control circuitry is also offset by the smaller and therefore cheaper transformers and smoothing capacitor, making some switch mode design less expensive than equivalent linear supplies. Although linear supplies can provide better regulation and better ripple rejection at low power level than switch mode power supply. The above advantage make the SMPS the most common choice for power supply units in any equipment where a stabilized supply is needed to deliver medium to the large amount of power. This is all about today's lecture. Assignment questions regarding to this video are: what is SMPS? Explain block diagram of SMPS and give full form of SMPS. See you in the next session of the subject Electronic Components and Circuits. Thank you.
If you like this video, please subscribe and like our YouTube channel LJB Electrical. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get latest video update fast.